their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. Able to get it to Benson. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now for the first time, a give to the former Indiana Hoosier. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to have this one down to the 28. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. Finds a man right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one's caught. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. Moving like Dragon 60.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Eagles nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker.
At the 36-yard line.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
No touchdown.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Still has some space inside the 35. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Here's a throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
King, Phil King. No touchdown.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
63, 6, hey! No touch.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has it downfield working the left. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Hurts on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Bring it. Let's go now.
Right up the gut. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A pickup of 17. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to the link right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's going to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 13 yards. It's second down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They're working a couple yards past the line. Marcus Epps making the play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They're in long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they take this in for the score. The Raiders parlay the interception into points.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Set.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
No touch that. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
And they get this down to the 28. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
No touch. No touch.
And again, here's Hurts. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
No touch that. I know you with it. No touch.
Hurts yet again. It's a screen to Barkley. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Back at the 16-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. Caught near the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a one-score game in the first half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Track him 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
We've set it downs from 37.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Looking in the air here. That one's complete, right side. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. A give now from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Working quickly here.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Rolling from the gun here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're going to face third down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running right, it's Barkley. Now he's past the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles making a 1-score game before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
He'll throw it. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Intercepted.
Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
3rd quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. Rolling into enemy territory. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Well, once you join the rarefied air at the 2,000-yard plateau, next thing you look to is the single-season rushing record. And with that carry, he has set the new NFL record.
Hey, let's be honest. With how pass-heavy this league has become, did you ever expect to see this one fall?
That's a great question. Can't say I did.
Opportunities for a back to challenge records like this, Kate, don't come often. And now he's got a record that should stand for quite some time. That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Great. Set. On anyone, eh? No touch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On 1st down, they'll run. Works his way to the 35. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
He gets the shot at it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders grab the lead on their 1st series of the half.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Well, hold on a sec. We've got an Eagle hurting pretty good out there, and they're going to head out to look at him. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Quiddy Pay there to take him down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That's caught for the first. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Barkley trying this up the gut, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Hurts. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hurts setting up to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Going deep here for the end zone. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 3rd quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
All set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Las Vegas
They'll throw it here on 1st. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Connects with him down the sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 Lions, go!
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Complete out to the right. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Raiders.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now off the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead.
Las Vegas.
The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the cup, bringing pressure, and it's blocked!
That is a sneaky little play here from the special teams unit. I know, you might be thinking, yeah, they lost the lead, but that block, you know what it does? It's kind of like life. We have energy givers and energy takers. And that one just gave a little energy back to the team, even though they're down and now got to fight back.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Hurts.
at
Gets it to him on the screen. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 26, Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
First down, a run with Barkley. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Oh, hey, easy, 63. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Man.
Back to throw, Hurts. Getting out to his left. They'll try a deep shot down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Handoff now from the gun. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
And the Raiders first down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run here on first down. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one finds Thornton. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.